This is definitely going to be in my book. So you're getting a real complete glimpse of what I will be talking about. So that way you know that if you decide to buy the book or recommend it to somebody, you know that I'm going to hit the points because these are the points. Okay, and I don't care if anyone takes my information and uses it for whatever because no one that is not doing Jilly Juice is going to promote indefinite life. They may take aspects of my information and spin it to their agenda, but in reality, they're not going to understand how to prolong someone's life. They can point out all the things that are going wrong in our society, why people die, but they will not have an answer for them. They'll have an answer that's going to cause more compound degradation. So I don't care if people take my information, but I want you to know why people expire, and this is going to be pretty much in the first part of my book, and then I'm going to then go into the details of the micro and the macro. Why do people expire? Because viral autophagy produces with the parentheses, agonist antibodies. Okay, so starving, declining bodies already diagnosed with cancer disease, chronic illness, and other types of anomalies and diagnosable diseases, they're already declining. They're already starving because there's malabsorption. There's already imbalances in the microbiome causing infection, causing a lot of energy to be produced more than they're able to actually keep on reserve and replenish because they have malabsorption. And then a person dies from cancer or they die from organ failure. Those are the two ways people die. Forget all the different, heart attack, strokes, and all that. That's not even the issue. That's just symptoms of someone going through an evolution. But what do people die from? They die from cancer and they die from organ failure. What is cancer from? Too many agonist antibodies. What is organ failure from? The fact that the body is starving and it is cannibalizing itself because there's so many antagonist antibodies cannibalizing the body, and so the person has malabsorption. They're not regenerating at the root level at a very fast rate so they can survive the thermodynamics, and that's why there is organ failure. That is the most brief, and then I will explain how all that works. Okay? But that's why people die. Cancer and organ failure. Not even the symptoms. The symptoms are just letting you know that the body's trying to evolve. And you can live from the symptoms or you can die from your symptoms relative to how you apply the chemistry and understand biochemistry. Okay? And so this is why now those of you that are anti-vax or whatever, or pro-vax, anti-vax, whatever, that's why that's why there's such an argument, because some people can survive the thermodynamics from the therapeutics and others can't. But the fact that they're targeting specific categories or specific groups of people, such as those in the nursing homes and those that are diagnosed with really like immunocompromised, you really think they can handle? Now some can because they have enough of the release and they have enough of the body, and even though they're diagnosed with a disease doesn't mean that the body couldn't be able to handle that thermodynamics, that autophagic process. But let me tell you, there's a specific segment of the population that if they get exposed to the virus or the therapeutics, they're not going to survive, as you have seen. Okay? So that's why people die. The two ways. Cancer. So yeah, you could have cancer and overcome it and go do your chemotherapy and cannabis and whatever, like, oh yeah, I'm in remission, and then die from organ failure. You know why? Because their body is not regenerating and it's cannibalizing itself. So overcoming cancer is not really a milestone. It's just, kind of buying you time before the organs actually shut down. And you know that's going to happen because you've seen it already in your family. Organs shut down from how this person died all of a sudden. Oh, there were already indicators. But they kept ignoring the indicators. They kept applying their body with detoxes and antibiotics and remedies and causing more imbalances. But just because you overcame cancer doesn't mean that you're not going to be absolved from facing the eventual organ failure, because that's when the body starts cannibalizing itself, because you stop the growth there, but the body still needs to live, and you're not, you're stopping that specific very fast energy, but it still needs to keep the vital organs going until there is nothing left, until the cancer comes back, or they just don't have enough of the electrolytes to be able to pump that blood and have enough electrical charge to pump the blood to get into the chambers or to get blood to your brain, so you don't have a freaking aneurysm or a stroke and die from it. Okay, so you can have strokes and heart attacks, and that's the body telling you, okay, you're at a deficit, you need to keep plying your body with the right chemistry. But when you have organ failure, whether it's kidney failure, whether it's heart failure, whether it's liver failure, whether it's lung failure, whether it's pancreatic failure or cancer, that means that the body doesn't have what it takes to be able to keep those organs going. Like, you've usurped all the reserves. You're broke. When you die, you are actually broke of any currency, of any electricity your body has, or any nutrients and minerals that your body needs and has. Okay? So that I need to make sure that just because you overcame cancer doesn't mean you're going to be, safe from organ failure, because that's the next thing. Or return of the cancer. Because the body still wants to live, and there's still agonist antibodies, and there's still antagonist antibodies. And you haven't figured it out yet because you're too busy listening to the medical establishment tweaking your body, manipulating your body. Bye.